Three topics today, Carl. Let's start with Louisville's news. Trentyn Flowers, top 30 prospect, 2023 recruit, is going to play basketball in Australia. He is not going to play at Louisville. This is a 6'8" wing, talented kid, dreams of the NBA, and he will play his next competitive basketball next season for the Adelaide 36ers instead of a team that went 4-28 last year. Seemed like national people were really struck by this news. A lot of jokes being made at Kenny Payne's expense and just a lot of like shock in general to this. What is your reaction? Is this good or bad for Louisville? And is it good or bad for Trentyn Flowers?
Okay, so I think it's two separate answers. I think it's good for Trent Flowers. I do think it's good. To be honest, I think he's a talented kid. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I necessarily see like bona fide like NBA player. Like when LaMelo um went over to Australia, we were like, okay, yeah, like he's gonna be in the NBA 1 year, he's out. Trent Flowers, we got to see. He has the tools for sure. He has the game. I feel like he's got to put some things together, but I don't blame him for going this step because honestly, he's probably going to get better as a player there than playing at Louisville this season, and that team's going to struggle, to be honest with you. So I truly think that he'll maybe actually develop better in the situation he's going to be in. Now, flip this to Louisville side. This is catastrophic, is the word I would use. Classes start next week, and you just lost your best prospect. Like that was Trentyn Flowers was probably going to be the most talented. Actually, no, Trentyn Flowers is going to be the most talented. Not saying best. He's going to be the most talented player on your basketball team, and you lost them a week before classes start. After all this other stuff is going on around the program, and you won 5 games last season, and people aren't on board with what you're going to do this season, and then you lose your most talented player. And then there's also rumors coming out that Tyler Johnson, the kid who decommitted from Memphis, isn't even enrolled in school yet. And things are just spiraling out of control. And the voice of reason is Skyy Clark tweeting and saying that everything's going to be okay. And I love Skyy, but things are catastrophic right now for the Cardinals. That's the word I would use. It's bad.
4 games, not 5 games last year.
Sorry.
They won 4 games.
Good Lord.
Skyy Clark's comments, #CardNation. Y'all take it easy on the young fella. He did what he felt like was best for him. The timing was bad, and I'm a living testament to that. And for that, I'm sorry, no matter the circumstances. He's a special talent and felt this was best, but we good over here in Crum, trust me. I love Skyy Clark, man. He's just so good. He's so good at winning the social media offseason. He's so good at winning it every year. He's just got to translate that to the court. And my God, is he going to have an opportunity, Cart? I mean, the ball is going to be in Skydavius Clark's hands every single play.
Skydavius.
Yeah, Skyy, you had to give that to him. I don't think this moves the needle a ton. I mean, it's obviously devastating for Louisville, but like, wasn't Louisville going to be pretty awful anyway? So like, yeah. It's not like they're losing. Oh, they're not going to compete in the ACC now, or oh, they're going to make the NCAA. Like, no, nothing changes. This team was going to be really bad. Dudes were going to put up individual numbers. Just Trentyn Flowers chose not to play with a 4-win team, and the fact that this came out after his failed dunk attempt 2 days ago is hilarious. Also, Trentyn Flowers is claiming he's a point guard. He's a 6'8" wing.
Yeah.
You can relate to that, right? I mean, not the part where you're 6'8", but you can relate to being a tall man who thinks he's a point guard.
You know who Trentyn Flowers' career is going to remind me of right now? And I do think he has the tools to do some things. But right now, like, I don't see a vision or an end of the tunnel path where he doesn't end up like a Quincy Miller.
Okay.
I used to love Quincy Miller, like Deep One Sports, Balls Life, all those videos. I loved everything about his game. He was a 6'10" wing who felt like he was more of a guard. Never really panned out at Baylor, but the talent was always there. Never really panned out in the NBA, but the talent was always there. For some reason, when I look at Trentyn Flowers, I see that path. But obviously, at the end of the day, the talent is there.
Yeah, I could see that. I still, from what I've seen of Trentyn Flowers, I don't think he's like a for sure NBA guy either. Mm-hmm. Like this isn't like a top 5 player in this class. This is just a good player who would have been good at Louisville. He would have been a fun player, but he thinks he's a one and done. He might not even be a one and done. Like, oh well, you lost Trentyn Flowers. You're still going to have the same issues you were going to have if you're Louisville. You have much larger issues than losing Trentyn Flowers, even though that's the poppy thing. You need to figure some stuff out. And also, I just want to say there's a lot of coaches in this country who are really horrible at roster building in this new era. And it's probably really hard. I get it. Like, you got to balance stuff that wasn't even on the table 2.5 years ago. But like, good God, man, I'm a fan of one of them. There are some coaches that just keep getting duped by kids, and it puts their roster in the worst spot ever. And from what I've seen, Kenny Payne is like historically bad at college roster building. So he's got what, 1 year? Like, there needs to be signs of life a year from now. Otherwise, this is over, right?
Yeah, which is crazy to me that he's this bad at roster building. Like, I I don't know. I would, to me, on the outside looking in, like in the situations he's been around in his previous jobs, I feel like roster building would be a thing that would be a strong point.
Yeah, I don't know. Strange things. Is Kenny Payne fired next year? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's move on.